Wrist rolling. Slowly raise your arms and interlink your fingers. Relax your forearms and let them hang loosely. Now begin to roll your wrists independently in a forward rotation. It is important that your fingers and wrists remain relaxed to ensure the maximum range of movement is obtained in the wrist joint. During the exercise, continue to keep your mind focused on your breathing so that your movements become softer and more relaxed. The position of your palms should remain in the center of the body. Your elbows should remain in a low and relaxed position. Your elbows should remain in front of the body and at a fixed height, not moving around too much. To increase the range of movement in the wrist joints, bring the elbows closer together. Your forearms should not touch the chest during the movement. Your shoulders, elbows and wrists must remain relaxed throughout the exercise. After repeating the movement several times, repeat it in the opposite direction. Flexible arms. With fingers interlinked, extend your elbows out to the sides and begin the movement by raising and lowering your right elbow to create a wave-like action that travels between your elbows through relaxed wrists. Begin with small movements of your elbows and wrists until you're able to control the action. Then slowly increase the amplitude and speed as you become more accustomed to the movement. Your palms should remain away from your body in the center of the body. Your elbows should remain in a low and relaxed position. Your shoulders should not be allowed to move around too much. This will ensure your movement travels more smoothly through your arms. It may be helpful to imagine that your forearms are made of rubber and that you're trying to create a ripple through the arms similar to a mini Mexican wave. After several repetitions in one direction, reverse the movement and perform in the other direction, a left to right wave motion. Arms circling about elbow. Begin the movement by extending both arms out to your sides, keeping your fingers straight. Start by circling your arms as though you were gathering something in front of your body and pulling towards your abdomen. Keep your arms extended and slowly begin to relax your wrists and elbows. Emphasis should be placed on harmonizing your breath with the action of your arms. Breathing in as your arms rise up and breathing out as your palms press down. Keep your body relaxed throughout the movement. After several rotations, repeat the action in the opposite direction. To begin the opposite movement, join both arms together at your wrists and raise both palms to shoulder level, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Once at this position, separate both arms out in a circle whilst pressing out and down with your palms. Imagine you're performing the swimming action of breaststroke. Continue to remain focused on combining your movement and breathing together. As your palms rise up in front of your body, breathe in, and as your palms press down, breathe out. Try to create a movement using your whole body, not just movement with your arms. An advanced version of this movement integrates a small rotation of the waist to create a deflection that can be used for martial applications. This small waist rotation will cause one hand to move ahead of the other. Greater emphasis is also placed on drawing the palms closer to the hip whilst coordinating strong spinal rotations. Variations of this movement allow palms to follow in alternating circles, with a greater rotation of the forearm which can be used to pull an opponent off balance. Double elbow circling. Bring your hands up to your shoulders with the fingers lightly touching your chest. Keep your shoulders relaxed and bring your forearms together towards the center of your body. Begin drawing circles with the tips of your elbows, sweeping them down, out, and then up in a complete circle. The movement is similar to the action of the butterfly stroke in swimming, but with the use of the elbows only. Now draw your attention inside once more and begin to combine your breathing and movement together. As your elbows rise, breathe in, and as your elbows drop, breathe out. The action should feel as if you're trying to drag something or someone down towards the ground. It is essential that your joints remain relaxed in order to coordinate the body. Coordinate the movement of your shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees together. Your spine remains straight and you should not lean forwards or backwards. Harmonize your movement with your breathing, opening your chest as you breathe in and closing your chest as you breathe out. After several cycles, repeat the movement in the opposite direction, starting with your elbows held together and then allowing them to move in a circular path similar to the action of backstroke in swimming. Alternate elbow circling. Step 1. Begin this movement with your fingers in contact with your chest while you alternately rotate your body left and right. As you turn, be aware that your movement should start in your hips, with your shoulders following the movement of your hips. Your hips and shoulders should remain level throughout this movement to avoid causing stress in the spine. The spine should move as one unit from the tailbone to the top of your head. Step 2. Once you feel comfortable performing this action, begin to incorporate circular movements of your left and right elbows. Be careful not to let the solidity of the initial rotation in Step 1 break down through the addition of the arm movements. Your shoulders and hips must remain level, and you should avoid lifting your shoulders when you circle your arms. The basic action of the movement is similar to a front crawl swimming stroke. Sink down and relax the hips and knees to power the movement using your legs. Keep your shoulders level and directly above your hips to ensure your body remains upright. Turn from your hips, not just your upper body, to unite the whole body in movement. Your shoulders should remain relaxed. Avoid lifting your elbows too high. Your hips should remain level, with no lateral shifting of weight between your feet. Breathe in as you rotate your body to the right, and breathe out as you rotate your body to the left. Repeat the movement several times and then reverse in the opposite direction. Extended arm circling. Place your left hand on your right shoulder and begin to rotate your right arm about your shoulder as you begin to rotate the body left and right. As your arm rotates, attempt to coordinate the movement of your arm with the rotation of your body to create a whole body action. The emphasis of this movement should be on the body, with the arm following in a relaxed manner, drawing a large vertical circle with fingertips. Your shoulders and hips should remain level. Keep your spine straight. Imagine a steel rod passing through the spine from the coccyx to the top of the head. Rotate from your hips and allow the arm to follow the movement of the body. Avoid leaning forwards or backwards during a movement. Breathe in as you lift up, breathe out as you relax and sink down. Keep both shoulders stable and relaxed throughout your movement. Once your body begins to move, your arm should follow. When your body stops moving, your arm should also stop. Following several rotations of the right arm, repeat the action with the right arm in the opposite direction, again breathing in as you raise your arm and breathing out as you lower it. After you've completed the movement in both directions, change arms and repeat the same movements on the other side of the body, breathing in as you raise your arm and breathing out as you lower it. Now complete the exercise by changing directions, thereby providing full rotation of both shoulder joints in both directions. This exercise helps to condition and support the shoulder girdle, and it's a great exercise for prevention and rehabilitation of frozen shoulder. Spinal twist using elbows. Begin by changing both palms into fists and hold them at chest height, slightly away from your body. Slowly begin to turn your body to the right, return to a central position, and then turn back to the right for a second time, turning a little further than before. Repeat the same action on the left side of the body, first turning a little to the left, followed by a slightly bigger turn. Continue repeating this action, performing 2 rotations of your spine on each side, alternating between your left and right. To keep the mind focused during the movement, breathe in as you turn your body to the right, and breathe out as you turn your body to the left. Do not complete the following spinal movements if you currently experience back problems. Do not lean forwards or backwards during this exercise. Shoulders and hips should remain relaxed and level. The spine should remain straight to avoid causing injury to it. All rotations of the spine should be done in a relaxed manner without the use of force. Spinal twist, relaxed arms. Place your arms down by your sides, drop your shoulders, and centralize your weight evenly between both your feet. Slowly sink your body weight by relaxing your hips and releasing tension from your knees. Slowly begin by rotating your waist to produce a light movement of your arms. Do not stiffen your arms, as this will only restrict their movement. Let your arms flail and wrap around the body as you slowly begin to generate a stronger rotation of your waist. Allowing your arms to wrap around your body, one palm should lightly tap your lower back in the area of the kidneys, whilst the other hand lightly taps your side. By relaxing your arms further, the joint spaces of your wrists, elbows and shoulders will begin to open and will produce a feeling that your arms are lengthening. Keep your weight central. Do not transfer your weight sideways during this movement. Keep your spine straight. Do not lean forwards or backwards during this exercise. Shoulders and hips must remain relaxed and level. All rotations of your spine should be done in a relaxed manner without the overuse of force. You may experience increased heat or tingling in your fingers during this exercise. This is a positive sign that you're doing the movement correctly and shows that the circulation of blood and energy is gaining access to your fingers. Waist circling. Keep both feet shoulder width apart. Place both hands on your lower back and keep your head upright in a central position. Begin by circling your waist in a clockwise direction, attempting to produce a circular movement of your waist. Try to keep your head and upper body still. The purpose of the movement is to loosen your hips and lower back. Your weight should remain in the middle of your feet to ensure your body remains stable. Hips and knees should remain relaxed with minimal movement of the feet. Do not lean forward or backwards with your head or chest. Imagine you're circling your hips inside a hoop. The aim is to remain in contact with the hoop throughout your movement. Forward bend. Lean forwards by rotating your hips. Your spine should remain straight, with the emphasis placed on bringing your chest towards your thighs. Make sure your spine is protected. It's very important that you do not collapse your spine as you bend forwards. imagine that your spine is being lengthened, as if someone is pulling your head away from your body. This action will extend your spine and open the spaces between your vertebrae. Lengthening your spine in this way should create a small bow along your spine. Your legs should be straight, with your spine also straight, to create a feeling of a stretch in the backs of your legs and your lower back. Hold this position for a few moments, allowing your body to become relaxed and comfortable, but do not hold your breath. Allow yourself to breathe naturally. Once this is completed, slowly raise the body and return to an upright position. Bow stances, left and right. Step out diagonally into a traditional Tai Chi bow stance. Keep the back leg straight and bend the knee of your front leg. In this position, ensure that your knee is not bent too far. Your knee must not go beyond your toes to reduce stretch in the knee. The toes of your back leg are turned in at approximately 90 degrees to the body. Your hips and upper body face the direction of your front leg. The knee of your front leg follows the direction indicated by your toes. Your body remains upright with a slight back bend to improve the flexibility of your lower back. When transferring weight into your front foot, your weight should remain towards your heel to avoid transferring weight into the toes. As you stretch, your rear hip is lowered in a diagonal direction toward the heel of the front foot. After holding the posture for a short time, turn your toes and repeat in the other direction. This exercise is used to open the hip joint, stretch the rear leg, and strengthen the thigh of the front leg. Horse stance. Now realign your body to face forward with your feet a little more than shoulder width apart. If you're looking for a more demanding workout, increase the distance a little further. Turn your toes in to face forward. Keep your body upright and slowly sink down by relaxing your hips, not only by bending your knees. When you reach a low but comfortable position, begin to slowly raise the body back again by straightening your legs. Relax your hips and avoid overbending your knees. It's important that your body remains upright and you do not lean forward or back during this movement. Imagine that your upper body is held between two panels of glass and the only movement possible is to slide up and down. Repeat this exercise up to 20 times, incorporating your breathing with your actions, breathing in as you raise up and breathing out as you sink down. Make sure that the movements are slow and controlled and are being created by the relaxation in your hips. Common mistakes are to keep the hips rigid and only bend the knees. Students usually begin by either leaning back, causing tension in the abdomen, or leaning forwards, constricting their abdomen and causing tension in the lower back. For balance to be maintained within the body, a subtle movement of the hips is required to keep the body upright. It's essential for you to learn to isolate your hip joint and to be aware that soft and flexible hips are the most important feature of all Tai Chi exercises. The proper movement and relaxation of the hips will allow the correct lowering of the body with minimal movement of the knees to avoid affecting the body's center of gravity. Offset horse stance, each leg and alternating. This is a variation of the horse stance. From a central position, slowly transfer your weight to one side so that the weight is 60 to 70% in your right leg. Your hips and shoulders must remain level and your knees must be relaxed. Slowly sink your weight down into your right foot by relaxing at your hips and bending your knees as before. Repeat this movement up to 8 times before changing sides and performing the exercise on the left side. The emphasis of this movement is to improve balance and flexibility, whilst strengthening your lower back, thighs and buttocks. Relax your hips and avoid overbending your knees. As you sink down, imagine that you're trying to leave an imprint of your foot in the floor. To complete this exercise, alternate between your left and right leg, performing 2 bounces on each side. Even though this is a tough leg exercise, you must ensure that no tension begins to creep into the shoulders and upper body, as this will affect the natural flow of blood and energy. The upper body should remain relaxed to allow the internal heat generated by the thighs to spread throughout the body. Knee circling, single. Stage 1. Place both feet together, relax your hips and bend your knees. Place both palms onto your knees and begin to circle them, as if they were one knee. Allow your hips to soften and become involved in the rotation, but ensure that you remain stable in your feet. Do not allow your feet to roll around too much. After repeating the movement up to 8 times in one direction, stop and repeat in the other direction. Stage 2. Start with your feet shoulder width apart, sink down and place your palms on your knees. Begin to draw your knees outward in a circular motion. Keep your body relaxed, paying particular attention to the lower back and shoulders. Allow your hips to soften and become involved in the rotation, but ensure that you remain stable in your feet. Do not allow your feet to roll around too much. Try and keep both feet firmly stuck to the floor as you circle your knees. Ankle circling. Step out with your right leg and begin to lightly circle your right ankle joint. Repeat the action several times before returning in the opposite direction. To complete the exercise, swap sides and repeat the action on the left side. Keep your body upright during the exercise. Make sure the toes remain relaxed and in contact with the ground. Arm and leg flicks. Begin by turning the right foot to face 45 degrees to open the body, and begin to transfer your body weight into your right foot, lifting your left foot up and drawing both arms backwards. Flick out across your body with both arms and your left foot in the same direction. Imagine you're trying to kick a ball with your foot and throw another ball with both palms at the same time. Allow the arms and legs to swing back naturally before transferring your weight into your left, toes facing out 45 degrees. Turn your body to face 45 degrees left and allow both palms and your right foot to flick out and away from the body. This movement should be repeated alternately between right and left in a continuous action. Full body stretch on toes. Stand with your feet together and heels touching. Turn one palm to face up and place the other palm on top. Slowly raise both arms vertically above your head and extend your arms as if reaching for the sky. As you do so, raise up onto your toes. Hold for a few moments, using the core muscles within your upper body to stabilize you. Then drop down with palms and body simultaneously. As you repeat the exercise, breathe in as you raise up and breathe out as the body and palms drop. This is a full body stretch that's used to separate compacted vertebrae, and a simple coordination exercise to harmonize the arms with the lower body.